this is 8 products that you need for your Insta360 camera to make it a whole lot better. So starting off with number 1, your 360 camera normally comes with this like nylon fabric case that goes over it. I mean, this thing is nice, but it's not very convenient when you have to take it off and on all the time, especially when you're using your camera. You just want to protect the lenses for a couple minutes. Now you got to take this off and then put it right back on. It's not very convenient, but it does work. It's got a little pouch here for the charging cable, so you can charge it. The accessory is much better than this. So let me get it out of here. This is the Insta360 silicone lens cover. This just slides on here just like that, and it protects your lenses, and you can use the screen, which is super nice because if you want to review your footage or something, you don't have to put that off and then just take it off all the time. You can just pop this on right when you're done and watch your footage and not worry about having to put something on and off all the time, because this is nice, it's small, and it does not take up a lot of space in your camera bag. So I would recommend one of these. The next product is a tripod. So this is not a tripod that's going to help it to stand taller, but it is going to help it sit so it does not fall over, which is pretty nice. So this is the Joby tripod. It comes with like a it comes with a phone holder, but you cannot just buy the tripod, but it's very cheap. So I'll put a link to it, all this stuff down in the description. I would recommend picking one of these up. It's got a little ball head in here, and for the price of this thing, it is super nice and is held up for a long time. I've had this for quite a while. So it just goes into the quarter thread mount down there. It slides on, or screws on, and then you can sit it up, and you can do like time lapses with this thing, like in a car. It's got these nice little grippy feet right here. Let me get to focus. So it's got these little grippy feet, so they are really nice, super grippy, so they do not slide, which is super nice. So I would recommend one of these because this is a pretty nice tripod. You can also use it with your GoPro or your phone. Like I said, it does come with a phone holder. Don't use it on a big camera because the ball head is not strong enough or tight enough in there. You cannot adjust the tightness, but for action cameras it's totally fine. But with a bigger camera it does fall over, so just keep that in mind if you were to buy one of these things. But yes, this is pretty nice. I would recommend getting one of these for your 360 camera. For every action camera, you really need a set of something to keep it to last longer, and that would be batteries. So these are I have the X3, so these are the X3 batteries. So I would recommend picking up an extra set of batteries for your 360 camera, because depending on how long you use this thing, you are going to want some new batteries. I have actually had this battery in there for quite a while, and it's still a pretty good charge, but you just slide them in there and pop them in. These are just the Insta360 brand, so they work really well. I'm sometimes pretty hesitant about getting different batteries from a different company, just because I don't like getting batteries from different companies, because I don't like to burn up my stuff. I mean, the batteries that they come with is just perfectly fine. They work good with the brand name. If I get off-brand batteries, normally something will break. So my luck, it'll break, and then I'll have to send it back, and then they will not replace it, because that would have been my fault for buying off-brand batteries. But I just like to get the original batteries. So I have 3 batteries for this camera right here. 3 batteries. They come in these little cases, which is really nice. So 2 here and then 1 in the camera. So yeah, pick up an extra thing of batteries. That's pretty much with all cameras. You need to get an extra pair of batteries, because you just want an extra pair of batteries. So the next product is something that requires an extra product to use it that I don't have, but I'm gonna show you how that works in a second. So this is the Insta360 mic adapter piece. So let me get focus for y'all. So this piece just goes on your on your camera, and you can plug a microphone right there. Let me get my DJI microphones and show you real quick. Okay, so you can just use your DJI microphones and get the cord to them, And all you do is, this will not break it. The door just pops off right here. You just pulled off, and then put this piece right here. Okay, so put this piece, you just line it up, line these little hooks right here up with the door hinge piece in there, and it just sits right there. But the piece, why this does not work is because you cannot put this like this, and then this, the cord there, and then there, without keeping it out of the stitch line. So this just does not work. I would recommend getting like a adapter from, I think it's X-Mount, 360 X-Mount, but they are a pretty good company. David Manning made a review on them, so you can go check that video out. I think I can put it right up here or here. If I know how to do it right, I'll put it in one of these corners. I think I can put it in there. So be sure to check that out, and you can see how cool that piece is, because it's I've actually reached out to the company, but I never heard a response. So X-Mount, if you're listening, maybe we can talk sometime and maybe review one for my viewers. So that is an awesome piece. I've actually used it with it just in the in the action mode, but you can use it in 360 mode. You kind of have to have that adapter for it. I'm gonna put my door back on there. Okay, so this is a pretty cool product. I would recommend picking one of these up if you get the X-Mount adapter. So yeah, this is a pretty cool product. This is the 360 bullet time cord. This thing is awesome. It's got a really nice high-end cord in here, so it does not break, because you don't want this thing to break. So it just goes right here, and it's got like a special piece right here. So if you can see, there's like a square here. There's a square right there, and a square where it fits in there, so you can tighten it, which is nice. So you just screw this in here like this. Just like that, and then you just spin it around, basically, like this. I'm gonna do this in here because I'm gonna hit all my equipment, but it's pretty cool. I will put a video up on the screen of showing how it works. But yes, this is pretty cool accessory. This is a pretty sick little product. I'd recommend picking one of these up because they're not that expensive. They're pretty cheap, and they are worth what they do. Next is a selfie stick. So Insta360s are awesome for making the selfie stick invisible, which is pretty cool. I like that, how they do that. And so this is the Insta360. I think this is a I think it's 14 meters, 24 meters. It's not very big, but I mean it's big enough to capture. I can't even fit it in the whole frame. But it's got a nice handle here. It's got the 1/4-inch stud mount right there, so you can hook it up to your 360 camera. I'll show you real quick. So it just, oops, sorry about that. It just goes just like this, and you just hold it up. So this is normally what like a GoPro or something uses. This is what it looks like with like a GoPro, and with a 360 camera, it's invisible. So that is awesome. I like that. Pretty cool little accessory. It's very small, so you can literally fit it in your backpack super easy. It's just a little bit bigger than my hand, so that tells you that it's pretty small. But if that's not big enough for you, then hopefully this is the Sarui extended 10-foot selfie stick. This is huge. Okay, so this thing like extends all the way out. I didn't even fit it. I'm gonna hit all the walls in here, but it's big. So it's made out of a carbon fiber, I'm pretty sure, which is nice because carbon fiber is very durable, and given the fact that this thing has a lot of bowing in it, when you got a 360 camera on it all the way on the other end, and then you got this thing all the way on the other end, it is kind of a heavy setup you got there. But if you hold it up straight up, it's easy to hold. But take in mind, if you're holding it like this all the way extended, it is kind of heavy, so just take that in mind. So yeah, I mean, it is nice. It's a very nice 360 camera accessory. It's huge, I can tell you that. It's pretty wide, but it still keeps it out of the frame, which is super cool. But yeah, I'd recommend getting one of these if you're in a 360, because this I've seen a lot of people use these. I was actually gonna get one, but this was sent to me by David Manning, so that was pretty cool. And I would recommend picking one of these up, as long as one of these, and if you can find it, because I cannot find it anywhere there on the internet. It is a small one. It's actually right up here on my boom mic. It's a smaller one of these, so I don't know if you can find out. Let me know if you can find out, because I cannot find it anywhere. But yes, so this, the batteries, the protector, the microphone, and tripod, and the bullet time cord. These are amazing accessories for your Insta360. So if you're in the 360, I would recommend picking these up. So now I gotta go put all this stuff away. Let's go put you guys away.